Hello there, Martin Pavey here. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. So, you want to wake up fresh and roaring to go. Well, before we go into that, I just have to ask you, please do like and subscribe and share to spread this very important message. Well, the obvious answer is that you need to go to bed early, and this much is obvious. But in seriousness, why are you going to bed late? Why are you depriving yourself of the most important thing in the world, sleep? Otherwise, you do go insane if you don't get enough sleep. And you need to have the energy in order to do all the great things that you want in life. And the truth is, I was really thinking about this before I blogged this morning. And what happens if I ever go to bed late? It will be because there's something that I'm watching, that I'm listening to, and what we have a tendency to do as human beings, we are constantly looking outside of ourselves for all of these different answers. And of course, you know what I'm going to say, that in doing that, what we neglect is the things that make us each individuals and unique beings, the stuff that really matters to you. And it all gets watered down and you get distracted from who it is that you are as a person. And it happens all the time. And it's so easy if you're watching a podcast and it's an hour and a half and you think, oh, I'll just watch 5 more minutes and I'm going to watch it. Yeah, I'll be fine going to bed at 11:30 and getting up at 6. And of course, it's not true. You can't possibly do it. So what you really have to start doing is living your own life. And no matter what you're doing in life or who you are, it's really important and a great tip actually to stop being a consumer and start being a producer. What do you do in your life that brings you huge amounts of joy, that if you were to spend even 5% more time in your day or in your week doing, how much more satisfied would you feel waking up in the morning having done those things, and how content would you feel and fall blissfully and easily into sleep at night? Imagine that. And I'm moving my flat around a little bit. I'm rearranging bits of furniture, albeit very subtly. And it's really nice actually, baking flexibility into the system, because you've got to, as much as you possibly can, you've got to make your own schedule. You've got to not be so rigid that you're missing out on the spontaneous experiences in life. And there's a major town, sort of market town, with actually it's quite exciting, really beautiful old-fashioned cobbled market square with the big market building and a huge area for all of the stands. Really nice, really traditional. I went in there today and I was wandering all around sort of the main part of the city centre, and then slightly further afield where there were big sort of commercial and retail parks with big name UK brands. And maybe it's sort of an out of London thing, I'm not sure, but there was this fantastic and massive shop called Hobbycraft, I think it was called. And upstairs, it had split level, 2 levels. Upstairs, it had haberdashery, so it had, which would be my sister's heaven, loads of fabrics and threads and zips and craft items. But downstairs, oh my god, and I will be going back and I'll be ordering lots of stuff from here to decorate my walls, because everything's a little bit bare at the moment, so I'm going to produce some new artworks. There were absolutely loads of fantastic canvases and paint sets and accessories, and it was heaven, and actually really, really easy to get to. Just one bus goes straight to this part of town. So you have to leave room in your schedule to be able to do these things. And as I say, if you're doing those 5% more, you're going to be much more satisfied. And this is part of a wider focus, and it's this. If you want to wake up fresh and you want to be excited for the day, sleep, yes, a purpose. A purpose. And that doesn't necessarily mean turning your passion into a business necessarily, although something to consider, but a purpose, that divine spark within you. Imagine investing in that even once a week. So that means 52 times more per year. Imagine what that will do for you. And invariably what happens is when people think of this idea of purpose, they believe it's to the exclusion of everything else, but it's the exact opposite. Purpose is about being true to who you are as a human being. It's absolutely fundamental. And all of these things, if you want to make an excuse and say, I haven't got time, or I've got to look after my family, or I've got to do this, then you're screwed if you believe that. But the thing is, all of those are excuses. How much do you want to have a really, really good life? And all of these things are actually, without the excuses, making time for yourself, carving that out of the day, and crafting the perfect you. All of these things are actually almost immediately available to you. They're actually not that far off, and it's really important to not keep pushing them off into the future. Make it a reality. So I had already done quite a few bits of shopping and I was heading home, but next week I will go back to this shop, I will buy the paints, and I will have the canvases delivered to my home, and then I will set about on producing some fabulous new artworks. And it's really exciting. It's really exciting. You need that kind of energy in your life, because otherwise you're just sort of doing this same mirror ball, this same loop, this same cycle in your life. And what you want to be doing is, even if it's small amounts consistently, you want to be carving out that time for yourself, because there is more room. And there's this fantastic little YouTube channel. I can't actually think of what it is off the top of my head, but the universe will deliver it to you if you're ready for it. It's a fantastic little YouTube channel where it's basically populated entirely with shorts. Not shorts, but short videos. And it's motivational, and there was this really lovely line. The chap does lovely graphics with lovely music behind them, and it will be a list of different things, and one of them was, be okay making room for yourself. I mean, that's fantastic. That's really, really fantastic. I'll find out what the name of the channel is, and I'll put it in the comments down below. And I can't impress upon you enough that, and this is the stage that I'm at now. It's a big part of my life right now, of learning just how, because it's quite difficult actually for me, and probably is for you as well if you're watching this. It's quite hard to chunk out the time purely for me. Incredibly difficult, but it's absolutely essential that you do, because everybody else, they want to they want to take your time. They want to take your time, and sometimes that's, you know, it's necessary. There are things that you've got to do. I have the, well, some people say it's a blessing, some say it's a curse. I can focus completely on myself because I don't have a family of my own. Obviously I have my parents and my sister, but I don't have my own family, so it is easier for me. But it still doesn't mean that you can use the excuse of having other people around to not do these things that make your heart sing. You have to have those things, otherwise you're dead before you've hit the grave. You've got to have the things that bring you joy, and they are available to you. So start thinking of ways of taking an hour or half an hour to do these little things. As you can see, I've got my jigsaw puzzle on the table there, that I love doing. I'll have artworks on the walls, and when I saw this collection of canvases, there are some massive ones, really fabulous. I just, oh my god! It was just honestly, this shop was kind of like my heaven. It was just unbelievable. And once you do those things and you start to live your own life, it's essential that you acknowledge that you are a sovereign individual who deserves, and you deserve to have the good things in your life. Once you start to do that, then you will be waking up fresh. Then you will be waking up with purpose. Then you will be waking up excited. And you deserve to have that. So thank you very much for listening. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread this very, very important message. Leave me any comments down below that you like if something resonated in this video for you, and any comments about what videos you would like me to record next. So thank you very much. God bless, and I will see you tomorrow on the next video. Chia for now.